Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel MU Teaches. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Today we are gonna teach you how to find sum, multiplication and average of different numbers in an array. Now let's begin our program. Here we will make a Java class named array with a capital A. Here we go, it's a public class. Now we will import a class named as scanner because we want the user to enter the value. We will write util, not ytil. We will write util dot scanner, and here we have imported it. Now we will make a void method, public static void main, and all of our coding will be inside that main method. We will write in the parenthesis string dot arguments args, and we will make these two brackets next. Now in order to input the value, we have to make an object of scanner named obj. Here we are making that, and we will write here system.in because we want user to input that value. The s of the system will be capital, and here I made it capital, system.in. And now we will write system.out.println. This means that what we want to show the user on screen while running the program. ln means next line, and here we will write please enter the number you want to sum, average and multiply. Right here, please enter the number you want to sum, average and multiply. Numbers you want to sum, average, multiply and average. Sorry, I have put a G in and. I will correct it. It's A and D. I have put a G here. Now I'm gonna correct it. It's A and D. And average. Now we will store the value which the user has entered in a variable. Since we want the user to enter an integer, so it will be stored in an integer. Int size, size. Sorry, I have forgotten to written e. I will write here size. Here e. I have written it int size, and now the user will enter size. And now since this program is about array, so we are gonna make an array here, and int, and in this parenthesis we usually tell how many numbers or from what value the array will go on, how much you want the array to run, how many numbers you want to store in an array. And that's why we're writing size, because the user will enter a number and that many numbers we want to store in an array, so we'll write in the parenthesis size. Now we will make an integer named sum, and we will make an integer named multiply. We will initialize multiply with 1. We will explain why we have done it later. And we will make an integer, we will initialize, make a variable named average. Now next, int average, and initialize it. Now we will make a loop, for loop, and here we will initialize a is equal to 0, and we will give a condition. As long as the condition remains true, the loop will go on. Now this function dot number dot length is very important. The loop will go on. Until this condition is true. And number dot length means how many numbers are you going to store in an array. How much size are you gonna enter? Since whenever the size will be, the value of a will be less than size, the loop will go on. So here we write number a is equal to object dot next int. Here we will write now number a is equal to object dot next int means the number we will enter. The number we will enter will be stored in the number array, in num a, which is an array. Now because we have not, now we will now sum is equal to sum plus number. Now this line is very important because we have initialized sum is equal to 0, and the sum will for the first time the sum will be 0, and the number which we have entered first will, the value of that number will be stored in the sum, and then the sum will take on this value and it will sum all the arrays, all the numbers we will enter, it will sum it all. Now multiply, we're gonna apply the same logic in multiply but with a different sign. And I think so there's spelling mistake in multiply. Yes, there is a no L in the above variable, that's why it's showing error. So we'll put a L there. That was our mistake. Now the error should be gone. Yes, it is gone. Now for the average, we will outside the loop we will find average, because the average depends upon sum, and the total sum which we will get will be present, which will be outside of our loop. So that's why we have to find the average outside our loop. And now because the formula of average is sum over n, so n means the number of values that the user will enter, the number of values you want to find the average. So we can safely say that n is equal to num.length. So we'll write that num.length here, and here it is, we have written that. Now it's time to print ln sum is equal to, we'll write a plus and we will close it. Multiply, we will say multiplication is equal to, here we are doing catenation, a concept called catenation, and multiplication is equal to we'll write multiply here, and we will again do catenation, and average we will find, and we will again do here catenation, and now we will print it out. Now here we will write what will be the size of an array. It's gonna be 3, so we'll next enter 3 numbers, 1, 2 and 3, and now the sum is equal to 6, multiplication is equal to 6, and average is equal to, sorry we forgot to put a space in sum, which we'll do now. We'll zoom it first and then we will put a space there. And now look, the value of sum is equal to 6, multiplication is equal to 6, which is actually correct, and average will be 2, but we forgot to put a space there, so we will now just do that and run it again. Yes, we have put a space. Now we will run it again. It's taking some time. Now 3, 2, 3, 34, and we have written 4 here. 34, 4 and 6. So the sum is equal to 44, multiplication 36. So our program is logically correct. You can see that the average is, you can see that we'll zoom it. You can see that we have put it 3 numbers. We want to find the sum of 3 numbers. The numbers are 34, 4 and 6. So we have written that. So I hope you have understood our video. So please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.